guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing some single serving freezer meal prep. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Claire. Welcome. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. I eat food every day and I'm one person. So there's a lot of single servings on this channel. If you're a person that is often cooking for just yourself or you and one other person, this channel might be for you. So hit subscribe. Now today we are making some meal prep for the freezer. I find that having something available to me in the freezer really prevents me from like hitting the drive-through or like making a super unhealthy choice. So today we're making burritos. We're gonna do two different types. One I would call a breakfast burrito. The other, a lunch burrito? I don't know. In all honesty, you can eat any type of burrito any type of day. Don't let the confines of what society says should be breakfast and lunch and dinner stop you from eating what you want, whatever. Also, make sure you stay to the end. I'm gonna show you how I store them in the freezer and also how I reheat them to eat. All right, let's get started. We'll do the breakfast one first. I will say I'm using these tortillas. They come in a 10 pack and they're like, I don't know, $2 or less at Aldi. I like this size. It's a medium size. It's not, you know, it's like the size of my face. It's not like one of the big ones. You could make a giant burrito. Don't let me limit your creativity here. You could use larger tortillas. I find that this is the perfect serving size for me, a medium burrito. But you know, you could make little baby burritos if you wanted to. I don't care. Now, of course, for our breakfast burrito, we're gonna need some protein. I have chosen the Aldi version of Spam. In my head, I thought, well, I'll just go to the deli and get some slices of ham. But I have a ton of this in my basement pantry, and I thought, I love a Spam moment, okay? If this is like, wow, Claire, you've lost me, don't put it in yours then. You don't have to. Use ground sausage. Use like, I don't know, like a smoked sausage would be good. Use the Spam brand if you can't handle the Brookdale version. So I've also got quail eggs here. A lot of quail eggs, okay? Because it takes an obscene amount of quail eggs to fill 10 burritos. So I raise quail, that's why I have quail eggs, but just use chicken eggs. It's fine. And before we get started on that filling, a quick word from today's video sponsor, Pisces. Pisces is a sparkling strawberry lemonade drink mix that has 5 grams of creatine and electrolytes in every pouch. It's made right here in the United States of America and is third-party tested, which is super important to me when it comes to supplements. All you have to do is empty a pouch into 6 to 12 ounces of cold water and it fizzes up all on its own. It tastes delicious. It's something I look forward to every single day. And because creatine works by building up in your body over time, I have the flexibility to decide when in the day I want to have my drink. I usually have it in the morning. It's also a great choice because it has 0 sugar. It's actually sweetened with allulose and monk fruit, so it fits in with all of my other goals for the day as well. If you would like to give Pisces a try, I will leave a link in the description where you can get a little discount for being one of my people. And yeah, let's get into filling these burritos. We love our quail so much, but I'm not gonna lie. It takes a bit of effort to cook with their eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and prep the other things I'm going to put in here, which means I'm gonna chop up our loaf. I am gonna split this can between the 10 burritos. So that's why I'm cubing it up really small so that it's like easy to disperse. Next, I've got these 2 bell peppers. I actually pulled these from the garden yesterday. I am just thrilled that everything in the garden is finally starting to ripen. As far as seasonings go, throw whatever you love in there. You can always use the dried version of what I'm gonna pull from my garden without a problem. I know I've neglected my basil a little. It's starting to flower. It's okay though, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it later. Don't worry about it. Nothing smells better in the world. So good. All right, the last ingredient we're going to prep is our cheese of choice. You guys, I have never seen this at Aldi before, like in their like cheaper rectangle bricks of cheese. They had Gouda. I'm very excited. I love a bit of Gouda, okay? This is an 8-ounce block. I'm gonna shred the whole thing, and that's what we're gonna use as our cheese. Oh yeah, she's toasty. Now I'm just cooking these green peppers for just a couple minutes. I just want them to soften a little bit. I'm gonna add all of our herbs in there. We're gonna do nice healthy pinch of salt. Throw in a bunch of pepper. All right, we've given our peppers a head start. Now we're gonna cook the eggs. And also, our spam was, you know, fatty enough to give us a good bit of non-stick going on in the pan. All right, our eggs are ready. Time to assemble. So just to kind of eyeball this easier, I've sort of split my filling in half, and I know I need to get 5 burritos out of each of these. So we're gonna throw this in first. Some crumbles of our meat, a little bit of cheese, and here's how we're gonna roll it up, okay? You're gonna do like a half with the bottom. Then you're gonna fold it in. We're making just like a little envelope, and then you're gonna fold it over. All right, here are our 10 breakfast burritos. Now, if you just picked this up right now, it would fall right apart, right? So what we're going to do is put these in the freezer for just a couple of hours. It's called a flash freeze. If you don't have the space to do this in your freezer, the solution would be to use either plastic wrap or tin foil to individually wrap them. That way you can stack them on top of each other. You can totally also do that. But this is the best way for me because then I don't have to like do all that work and I don't have to waste any like foil or plastic wrap. So we're gonna flash freeze these for a few hours and then I'll show you how we store them. All right, for our lunch, dinner, non-breakfast burrito, we're making my take on a chicken parmesan situation. And we are using one of my favorite ingredients. I've used it in other burritos. It's from Costco. The chicken breast chunks. They are so delicious. I only have like a little bit left in the bag, so I thought this was a perfect way to use it up. I popped it in the refrigerator last night so that it has thawed just a little bit, which will make it easier to chop up because that's what we're doing. We're also going to be using Parmesan cheese. We're also going to be using some deli mozzarella. If you've heard me talk on this channel before about deli mozzarella, I swear by it, okay? I use it for pizza as well. I don't know why the like low moisture deli version of mozzarella melts so incredibly. It's like my favorite cheese. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. Look what I did. I cut it into like 10-ounce bricks and then I freeze it. And now I've got like all my pizza cheese already portioned out in the freezer. It's seriously best hack ever. We're also going to be using tomato sauce, tomato, basil, garlic, pasta sauce. And because that's not enough veggies for me, I mean, technically tomato sauce is a vegetable, we're also gonna add some fresh spinach, which will like wilt down in there. Adding spinach to things is one of the easiest ways to get more fiber, more vegetables, more whatever, because you hardly notice it in stuff. So we don't have to cook any of this right now. All I'm gonna need to do here to prep is shred this cheese. It's kind of soft. I'm probably gonna just like cube it. And we're also going to chop up the chicken. And then we'll assemble. Throw our chicken on there. Throw our cheese. A little bit of Parmesan. A little bit of spinach. A little bit of seasoning. we go. All right, all of our burritos are done and we're gonna do the same exact thing. We are going to put them in the freezer for a couple of hours. All right, you guys, it's been a few hours. I've got our breakfast burritos here. And because we froze them, just that small amount of time makes it so they will stay together, which is what we want, because now it's gonna be way easier to store. So I'm gonna store half of them one way and half of them another. One for shorter term storage, one for long. For the short-term storage, I know, revolutionary, a Ziploc bag, a plastic bag. It's not a Ziploc brand. It's from Aldi. But because we pre-froze these, they can all just sit right in here. They're not gonna open up. They're not going to lose their shape. And I will be able to eat these this week. Usually I'll store them like this if I'm gonna use them within the next like 10 days or so. But for longer term storage, we are gonna go ahead and vacuum seal the other ones. This might seem like a little bit extra, but I do love my vacuum sealer. I get so much use out of it. It has saved me so much money over the years. Anytime I see something that's like crazy on sale, I'll like stock up on chicken and vacuum seal it. I will leave a link to this exact vacuum sealer down below. It was not very expensive. I just picked like the cheapest thing on Amazon that had the highest rating. So that's why I use this one. It is nothing fancy, but it does the job. I would love if a real fancy food vacuum would sponsor a video, because I would like one with maybe some more bells and whistles, but this is good enough. Also, please don't make fun of me that I'm using these kid scissors. My kitchen shears are in the dishwasher and I just didn't feel like washing them to cut this, so kid scissors it is. And now these will be good for months. I can throw them in the back of the freezer, and now I've got some for later. It's also worth noting that if you want to wrap these individually, you totally can. Like I said before, if you don't have the space to freeze them individually, you can do that. But also, if you are going to be taking these on the go, my husband will sometimes grab one and throw it in his bag and take it to work with him. It usually just like thaws in the car. So for that sort of situation, it can be handy to wrap them before you throw them in, just because it makes, you know, grabbing them like slightly more convenient if they're already wrapped. Oh my gosh, is that gonna fit in there? Come on. Ah! Okay. I was going to eat a breakfast burrito, but I'm changing it. I'm gonna eat the chicken one because I don't have room for it in this bag. It's fine, stay flexible. That's my best #1 budget saving hack for you. Be flexible. All right, when it comes to cooking your freezer burritos, you basically have two choices. Well, for me, there's two clear choices here. We're doing microwave or we're doing air fryer. The microwave is gonna make it soft. So if you want your burrito to have like a very soft texture, go for the microwave. My preference is gonna be the air fryer today for this one. I want it to be a little bit crispy. I think that texture would lend itself well to the chicken parm inside. So we're gonna throw this in the air fryer. All right, remember, it's frozen, so it is gonna take a little time. You don't want your temperature to be super high or your tortilla will burn before everything on the inside gets heated up. So we're gonna do 340 for 10 minutes. There we go. Whew. She's a little hot. All right, let's cut her open so you can see inside. Oh, we didn't get a great cheese pull, but it's in there and it looks delicious, okay? Everything's nice and melty. The chicken is all heated through. Just like I said, that spinach wilted a bit. It's not like big and fluffy anymore. But doesn't this look delicious, okay? So easy. So good. All right, you guys, there we go. I have a freezer full of burritos, single serving, ready to go for breakfast and anytime. I hope this inspired you to make some interesting burritos of your own. Of course, you can do exactly what I did and they'll be delicious, but I think even better is using items you already have in your refrigerator and in your pantry to make your own creation. So leave me a comment down below, what do you put in your burritos, especially if it's something weird or different. I'd love to hear it. Of course, come on back for more content like this, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!